Hey guys, it's North Georgia Peach. I'm going to talk today about something that's really bothering me. I guess that's why I didn't really post a video yesterday. Even though this is only my third video, I've got something that's really bothering me, and I just wanted to see what you guys thought about it and see if you could help me out. When I was 2, my dad skipped out and didn't have anything to do with us, and my stepdad, who I called Daddy, that my mother married when I was 3, had raised me just like his own. Now that my real dad is dying, he's called me wanting to make amends and now be in my life, and now that he's wanting to do that, how am I going to forgive him? How am I going to get to know somebody that's going to wants to come back and see me now that he needs me? And all the times that I needed him, he was never around. He never saw my first prom. He never took me to get my driver's license. He never did any of the father things for me. He never took me out anywhere. He didn't see me, period, after when my mother and him divorced. Now that he's done, and I know this probably sounds cold, but I don't know the man. I know him, but I don't feel love for him. The only thing I feel for him is resentment. And I guess that is probably mean and cold-hearted, but where was he? I was in the hospital having surgery for cancer. Where was he? He wasn't there. I didn't want anything from him but his support and his love. I didn't get any of that from him. And now he needs me. What should I do? Be there for him when he wasn't for me in one of the scariest times of my life when I had cancer? Or should I say no and say, where were you when I needed you? I really have a problem confronting him because I know that he is on his deathbed, but I don't really want to get close to him. I guess because I lost my stepdad, who I call Daddy, 2 years ago, and I'm not over that. I know you will never get over it, but during the holidays, it's really hard to cope with losing someone that close to you. My daddy was like my mom. Him and my mom were my best friends. And anything I needed, anything I wanted, anything. But it's like I could talk to them just like I could talk to a friend. I didn't have any secrets from them. Even when I was dating, my mom knew everything, and I'm talking all the details. And it's just, I had a really close relationship with my parents, and now my real dad comes in, as I call him, the donor, comes in, and now he wants to be with me. I feel like he's wanting to make peace with himself because he did wrong. I just don't know that I can forgive him. I know that sounds cold, and I know that since he is dying, then I do need to make peace with him. But what about all the internal stuff that I have? All the problems that I have growing up, thinking, my dad didn't come and see me because he didn't love me. He didn't come and see me because he had stepchildren. They were more important. They took our place. That really hurts. And I don't want to go and argue with him, but am I supposed to keep all of my feelings to myself and go and let him make peace with himself before he passes away? Or go and confront him, but then risk it, if anything happens to him while I'm confronting him, have that on my conscience. I really don't know what to do. I need you guys to give me some feedback and let me know what I should do. My husband is saying it's up to you. You do what you feel is necessary, because he will not tell me one way or the other which one to do. He says it's my decision. I need to think about it and do what I feel is right. Part of me says I need to go and make amends with him so he can die peaceful. The other part of me says, where was he when you needed him? He wasn't there, so why should you be there for him? I'm really stuck. And then another thing that's on my mind is I was on YouTube watching some videos the other day, and I saw a video about a lady that rescues pit bulls. Now, as you know, I am a pit bull fan, really any kind of animal fan, but you know, pit bulls kind of hold a special place in my heart. We have a pit bull, Hank, that's been rescued from an abusive owner. It's a great dog, but this guy gets on there and talks about how pit bulls should be treated. And then he sends in a video response. On this video response, he has a pit bull on a treadmill, one of those carpet treadmills that they do, I think, for fighting dogs. I really don't know because I don't fight them. But the dog is chained on a big logging chain around its neck, and it's running. The poor dog is foaming at the mouth, and every time it lays down, it gets dragged behind the treadmill. It's just exhausted. The guy's saying this is what pit bulls are for. In my opinion, I think that's cruel, and it's also called cruelty to animals. If he feels that that's the way he needs to do his pit bulls, he needs to do it without videotaping it, because I don't want to see it. I just think that if you're going to have an animal, and this is my opinion again, if you're not going to spoil it, don't have it. You know, if you're not going to treat it like you would treat one of your own family members, and a lot of people say they're animals, they don't know any difference. Yes, they do. If you're not going to love them and spoil them and nurture them just like you would do a child, then please don't get an animal. That's one thing that you'll learn is one of my pet peeves, is animal cruelty. Now, I do believe in hunting and stuff like that, but you know, hunting is like a way to ensure that, like deer, will not get overpopulated and run out of food. But I don't believe in killing something just to say I killed it. These people that go out and they kill the big cats, the tigers and the lions, and say, hey, here's my trophy, that's wrong. If you're going to kill it for food, that's one thing, but if you're killing it for a trophy, no. But I don't believe in cruelty to animals. A lot of people say that know me that I treat my animals as good as my children. My animals all have their own toy baskets. They have their own beds, even though they won't sleep in them at night. They're in the bed with us. But they know that they're loved. If someone comes in and they don't understand why we let them lay on the couch, why they're not made to lay in the floor. Well, why don't they lay in the floor all the time? You know, we have wooden floors, hardwood floors, and you know, that would get pretty hard to lay on all the time. But I feel like if you're not going to spoil an animal, then you don't need to get it. And maybe I go overboard. My dogs have clothes. My dogs are watched when they go out to go to the bathroom, just like I would do a child. And a lot of people say that I'm overprotective about my animals, but the way I feel, you can't be overprotective of your animals, just like you can't be overprotective of your children. I guess that's all I've got to talk about today. I want to do another video for Christmas and try to get it on here, and maybe get my kids on here a little bit and let you see them and see what you think about them. I want to do that before Christmas. If not, then I'll get it on after Christmas, because I think I want to do something special including my kids. So it may be after Christmas, but I'm going to continue to do videos. I just want to work on this project and maybe have something special that you'll enjoy and like to show to your family. Y'all have a good day, and remember, it's only going to get better.